Hi everybody, welcome back. So Taylor Swift's song Opalite has got people coming for her. Take a look.
At what point are we going to leave Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend Kayla Nicole alone? I provide commentary on this channel and I say a lot of things about a lot of celebrities, but one thing that I have a major problem with is people going to these respective celebrities' Instagram pages and leaving nasty comments in their page for them to read. Kayla Nicole has a podcast and she went on that podcast essentially saying that she obsesses over the online trolls. These nasty comments really bother me. I'm terrified to read my DMs. I'm terrified to read the comments because I don't want to be triggered. And this comes just days after Taylor Swift mentioned her in her recent album in a song called Opalite, where the lyrics read, "You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were there for real. She was in her phone and you were just a pose." And after this song came out, some of the fans dug up an old video of Travis asking Kayla to get off her phone. I just don't understand the consistent need to harass this girl. Taylor got the man. She got the man. They're engaged. So what are people still doing in Kayla's comments? It's enough. What point are you trying to prove? It's concerning. Weird, quite honestly. Leave people the hell alone.
This song accomplishes two things at once, right? It proves the fact that Taylor Swift is obsessed with black women and it endangers Kayla Nicole. But obviously our country is not at its best with critical thinking, so let's analyze a different part of the song, right? So another lyric says, "But I'm not a bad bitch and this ain't savage, but I'm never gonna let you down." So in this song, Taylor positions herself as this unique, singular white flower that is so different from what? Black culture. And once you step back and realize the song is final boss pick me X racism, you realize that Taylor Swift is preoccupied with this obsession with black women, in part because Travis Kelce has predominantly dated black women in the past. And she wants to define herself as different from his past and therefore better. Again, very weird, very pick me behavior. Taylor's not only preoccupied with this idea that Travis has historically dated black women, it's also the reality that several of her exes have moved on from her to black women. And that confounds and ultimately enrages her, and she's so obsessed with the pattern and the idea that she had to talk about it in this album. Chris, give me examples. Okay, well, we have Harry Styles, who is now reportedly dating Zoe Kravitz. We have Tom Hiddleston, who has moved on to be engaged to and co-parent with a black woman whose name is Zawe Ashton. And then we have Calvin Harris, who went on to marry a black woman named Vic Hope. So it is a pattern, and Taylor Swift is clearly aware of it because she is obsessed with her exes, and all of that together is making me feel very, very strange.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling her pick me. People say that she gives off that girl's girl energy, and this song says a lot about, her, who she is, and the fact that people are going into this lady's comments, Kayla Nicole's comment, harassing her, sending hate, and so on and so forth. Even the lady came on a podcast and she spoke about it. And Taylor Swift has not released any statement. She's not said anything. It's as if she's enjoying it, kind of, because her fans are going for Kayla Nicole. And it started a whole conversation. Some people are coming for her. Okay. Some people are coming for it, honestly. Yeah. I've seen a lot of different takes and opinions about this. So without me boring you, let's get into it quickly. And I'm going to come back and talk some more and leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments.
Genuine question. What are we liking Kayla Nicole for? What does she do? I don't know if this is you genuinely asking who she is and what she does, or if you're being sarcastic. I don't know. Not quite sure. I feel like you're being a little sarcastic. But anyways, Kayla Nicole, this is who she is. Let me introduce you, okay? Keep in mind, this is just what I know. I guarantee you the girl does way more than this. Sports journalist, podcast host, to a successful podcast, might I add. And now that I think about it, she's done a few, but she has her own podcast now. Anyways, I digress. She owns a fitness and wellness brand, Tribe Therapy. She also models, influencer, content creator. She has hosted several things. And this is just one of my favorite things. She was on TV show Special Forces. Yes. The world's toughest test. I don't even know if you're going to like this one, but guess what? She won. So anyways, that's Kayla Nicole. She's beautiful. She's talented. So don't sleep on her.
We're going to have to start calling Kayla Nicole the Kayla Nicole, okay? First of all, she done showed us how to take Chris Brown down. And then, on top of that, You got the most popular pop star in the whole entire world being insecure about you. Kayla, you are that girl. Yes.
Taylor Swift has always given boiled chicken and Regina George. The fact that she's not Travis Kelce's type is hitting her and hitting her hard. She knows that she's not Travis Kelce's type and she is so salty about it. And that salt has since manifested into microaggressions against Black women. Because what do you mean, did you girl boss too close to the sun? What did you mean by that, Taylor? Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Excuse me? Pardon? She is so sick and tired of hearing y'all sit on the internet and say, Travis Kelce was so much finer when he was with Kayla Nicole. Travis Kelce looked better and I liked him more when he was with those Black girls. She hates that you guys think he's a worse man with her and a better man with them Black girls. I mean, at this point, Kayla Nicole is living rent-free in Taylor Swift's head, and it's since come out in this album, okay? We hear it all over the album. Next time they are out in public and a beautiful Black woman walks by, if she catches his eyes move even a smidge, if he blinks, she's gonna flip her shit. Taylor Swift reminds me of one of those women who gets with a guy and lets him tell her all the bad things that his ex did to him. I mean, he goes on and on and on about how crazy his ex was, how much she ruined his life and all this stuff. And she listens to it and actually believes him. And we know that that's what's happening because of the song Opalite. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, we know that's what's happening. He's sitting around telling you all the things that he didn't like about Kayla. And you're like, oh, I never do that to you, baby. She was always in her phone and you were just opposed to her. Taylor is a pick-me. I mean, me personally, if I get with a guy and he starts talking about his ex and how terrible his ex was, that automatically makes me want to believe that he's the crazy one and the ex is the one that was in the right. Because why are you talking to me about this, sir? But no, not Taylor Swift. She just eats it up. She did that to you. I would never do that to you. And to all my little Swifties who are online right now crashing out because you absolutely hate this new album from her, I say this to you. The problem is y'all have grown up and Taylor hasn't. She's the same old, same old. She was never that amazing, but y'all rallied behind her because of the whole Kanye thing and then tried to elevate her to greatness that she hadn't accomplished yet. That's why it's so important to let artists have an authentic come up. No industry planning, no sympathy fans. Just let the talent speak for itself. When you come up off of sympathy or industry politics, you will never die with the crown. Taylor doesn't know how to elevate as an artist because y'all have awarded this type of mediocrity for years now. She still suck at 19. And she thinks y'all are too. I mean, the girl can't even talk about sex without sounding weird. She's a 35-year-old woman. Like, you're Taylor Swift. Why are you sitting around comparing yourself to other girls? That's so, ugh. Like, grow up. Why are you so insecure with yourself, Taylor? I'm just shocked that she thought this was a good idea. Who told her? Okay, never mind. I'm not shocked that she thought it was a good idea. Y'all, her fans, have been encouraging this type of ridiculousness for years now. Okay, I'm not shocked. She actually thought all of you would do what you always do and rally around her and bully anyone that she's against. So I'm not shocked.
I found out everything I needed to know about Taylor Swift as a person after Kayla Nicole was being harassed by her fans on the internet, and she didn't even have the decency to release a vague statement about anti-bullying or anything like that. That told me everything I needed to know about her as a person. Musically, I've pretended that her discography honestly begins and stops at Folklore. That's it. And to be honest, it's probably not even her discography. It really should be Joe Alwyn's, because there has never been a Taylor Swift album like that, and there probably will never be another one like that, because that man wrote a lot of it, and his talent is extremely potent. And at this point, having been a fan of Taylor Swift since she first came out, I'm happy to transfer fandoms to Joe Alwyn if he wants to start writing, singing music. So that's just how I feel about that.
Taylor Swift has the fame and popularity that she has today mainly for two reasons. Number one, she's a mediocre white woman. And she reminds other mediocre white women in J.Lo that not only is mediocre okay, but it can get you very far. And I know what you're going to say, oh my God, but she's an amazing songwriter. Think about it, I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. She's been writing about the same thing for 20 years. If I were writing about the same thing for 20 years, I should be pretty good at it too. And not only has she been writing the same album with different font for 20 years, but nothing about her has improved. Her dancing is still the same as it was 20 years ago. Again, she's writing about the same thing. She literally has not improved in any way in her career. And why is that? Because she's a mediocre white woman, and y'all will praise her for being a mediocre white woman. She knows she doesn't have to do anything more. Whatever she does, whatever she puts out, y'all are going to buy it. Number 2, and I know y'all are not ready for this one, but ready or not, here I come. Y'all still see her as a little girl who was bullied by the big scary black man on the VMA stage in 2009. Now, friendly reminder, multiple things can be true at once. Kanye was dead the fuck for doing that in that moment, and at the very same time, y'all have been infantilizing and coddling this woman since it happened. That's also why y'all feel the need to constantly compare Taylor Swift to Beyonce, because in that moment, Kanye was praising Beyonce over Taylor Swift, and so since that moment, y'all have felt the need to protect Taylor Swift and defend her virtue and prove why she deserved that award and other praises over Beyonce, and have never let Beyonce know a day of peace, even though number 1, Beyonce was mortified in that moment and did not want Kanye to do that. And number 2, when Beyonce was on the stage, she brought Taylor back on the stage to give her her moment. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and if you disagree with me, I could not give a fuck less. Hope this helps. Peace and love.
The truth about Taylor Swift is that her biggest nightmare, and deep down inside, she knows down the road, Travis is gonna cheat with a black bitch with a fat ass. Period. It might even be a hood bitch with a fat ass. That's what she. Probably gonna be a hood bitch. It's gonna be a hood bitch like Sexy Red with a fat ass. What? That's really what that white bitch is saying up here. She didn't want to say in the song. Deep down in her heart, she knows she's not his type. He just there. She knows she's not a bad bitch. She's not. She said she's not a bad bitch. She's not a bad bitch. She know he like bad bitches.
If you think that even for a second that Travis put that ring on her finger for any reason other than the fact that she's a billionaire and the number 1 pop star, you're bugging. He don't care about that girl.
I don't like Taylor Swift as the persona she shows the media, and I don't like her music. It doesn't do anything for me. So when Life of a Showgirl album dropped, no news. No radar, no splash, no nothing for me. However, when people started coming on the internet, especially black women in particular, said, oh, this album is chock full of microaggressions, and not only chock full of microaggressions, it also feels very much alt-right pipeline-y, I got curious. And so I listened to the entire album, and I think it can be summarized in a few parts. The main one, and the one that everybody is talking about, is the fact that Taylor Swift is very, very bothered by Travis Kelce's past dating history, because his dating history does not look like her. I think she's very bothered by that. And the other one being is because she does not look like his past dating history. I think from a standpoint, she understands that PR-wise, they look good together. I think Travis Kelce's type is black women and mixed women, but for his brand, Taylor Swift is perfect. And for her brand, he is perfect. She's a white girl, blonde, and I think blue eyes. And from her brand, he's an all-American football player. Like, they go well together. But I don't think that she is necessarily what he wants. This is me speculating, obviously. And I think another thing is, she is very much being disturbed by his dating history, that she's trying to, in the album that I listened to, it feels very much, I'm not like the other girls that you dated. I'm better. I'm different. I'm not a bad bitch. I'm not a savage. That's the exact lyrics. And my thing is, when you think bad bitch, when you think savage, my first thoughts immediately went to Megan Thee Stallion because of her song Savage. But when I thought about it for more than a second, society-wise, and at least musically-wise, when you think bad bitches, when you think savages, you think you're Megan Thee Stallions. You think you're Cardi B's. You think you're Rihanna's, you're Beyonce's. And when Nicki can be quiet, you think you're Nicki's. Like, it's giving, that is the kind of, the words and the connotations of bad bitch, savage, kind of go with black women, especially in the music industry. Like, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be calling Ariana Grande a bad bitch. I don't consider Selena Gomez a bad bitch. I don't consider Miley Cyrus a bad bitch. I don't consider Taylor Swift a bad bitch. Like, that's just not, like, you understand, like, yeah. So that I can understand why that can be seen as a microaggression, because it is giving microaggressive, especially when you realize that the song itself is kind of implying, oh, you know, I'm not what you're used to, but I'm better, like I'm here, giving very pick me. And I think one of the other main parts of the album is she's trying to grow as a person and being an older woman, because, you know, she's about to be pushing 40 soon. She's like 34, I want to say, 34, 35. But she has made her entire brand of being a little white girl. And so she has to push through that, and she doesn't know how. But in this relationship that she now has with this man that she sees her settling down and having kids with, she's learning to be open and she's learning to be vulnerable. And it just, I don't know. It's a weird album. And honestly, as someone, I don't care for her music, but I did listen to her, I want to say her first 2 country albums, and then after that I stopped. Those songs that she has on Life of a Showgirl very much give rejected songs from her other albums, and that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, that album, she's disturbed. She is bothered by his past. And it's coming out in that album. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't listen to her music. Do you understand? And yeah, it is what it is, you know, and I know she writes about her exes a lot. Is it true? To be honest, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you feel the need to do that? You know, stick to writing about your exes and your past relationship. Why are you dragging this lady into the conversation, into your lyrics? Why are you bringing this up? You know, there's no need for it. You know, there's no need for it. It just makes you look a certain way. There's no need for it. It was so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Like, why would you do that? There's no need for it. It makes you look very insecure, you know. And yes, I agree that a lot of people are saying she's coming off as not a girl's girl, but a pick me. And it kind of makes sense to me why people would feel that way about you. Because why? Because of a man? A man that can leave you tomorrow? You know, yeah, he used to date a lot of black girls before you. You decided to say yes to the ring. So focus on that. You know, why are you dissing and what are you trying to do? Start a fight? It doesn't make sense. It's so embarrassing. Like, don't do that. You know, stick to that. Just be happy. You know, I saw a lot of the men a few weeks ago singing her praises and so on and so forth. Stick to that until this song came out. Everybody's seeing you in a different light. You know, it's like that sometimes that some things are just not necessary. All right. There's no need for you to say anything. Leave it. Okay. If you are having that conversation between you and your boyfriend and they are talking about their exes to you, you leave it there. You know, you don't make it a point to go write music about it. Like, what are you trying to do? Start a fight with her? What are you trying to do? You know, they are no longer together. It's you and him now. He's put a ring on your finger. Focus on that. That's the part I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you do that? You are Taylor Swift and she's Kayla Nicole, 2 different people. You know, I heard somewhere that he said in the past that, you know, if he was supposed to bring home a woman, he chose the white woman with the blonde hair. You know, so yeah, maybe that's what is happening. Okay. But if he was supposed to go after his heart, he will probably be with a black woman. And it's what it is. So if he's with you now, then he's with you. I mean, they should even teach you that if he leaves you the way he talks about her, he's going to say the same shit about you. Like, men like that, men who can be like, oh, she's not here to defend herself. It did what it did and it's over. Fine. You know, those type of matured men who don't talk about their exes so much, focuses on the relationship they are in. They are very rare. They are very, very rare. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Men be men. Okay, some of them, they can't keep their mouths closed. And to be honest, if I were with a man, and he keeps talking about his ex, that will give me the ick. You know, I feel like you're not over her. Why are you still talking about her? And if I'm with a woman, if I was a man and I was with a woman who was obsessed with my ex and every day, what did your ex do? And X and X and X. Like, you're giving off insecure. Why do you want to know about her? I'm here with you now. Focus on this. But hey, I may be wrong. It's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you again in another one. Take care of yourselves. Leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments. Bye-bye.